Here I am, guys. I got a request for small river channel catfish. I'm gonna have to turn my light on in a minute. I'm losing light quick. I'm gonna fish for a little bit this evening. I brought 3 poles. Won't break my neck. I about broke my neck on the way down here. It's ridiculous. Anyways, 3 poles. I've got 3 of these right here. I'm gonna show you real quick what I'm doing. I've been doing this lately, fishing in structure and rock and stuff, because I'm tired of losing gear. These are 3-ounce Dirty South dragon weights, right? I thought my camera was turned off. 80-pound Andy Monster Blue leader. I've got a Cat Stalker Gizzard Shed rattling float on this with a little 6-inch leader down to 8-aught Team Catfish hook. I'm going to try to catch some channel cats. I'm not downsizing my hooks. I might downsize my bait a little bit. But you can see out here, this eddy. There's current. Let's see if I can do this. There's current right out in here, all down the side of the river. That way or that way, whatever. Anyways, over in here, it's a slough. Guys, I catch some Mondo blue cats in here. I've caught some decent flatheads, and they're in here. It's flatty time. I've got 3 skipjack, 2 green sunfish, and a bluegill. So, first off, I'm going to move this stick over here that's in my way. And I'm going to go ahead and get a pole put out. I'll get everything rigged up, and then I'll get back to you. And we'll go from there. So, just hang with me. I'm losing light quick. I'm going to fish for a couple hours. If we get something, we get something. But this is a subscriber request. I wish that camera would quit fading in and out. It's driving me nuts. This is a subscriber request. A guy asked me to do a video on small river channel catfish, and as you can tell, I'm on a small river, so let's go from there and see what happens, guys. Alright, guys, scratch that. I've got 1 green sunfish left, and I'm pretty sure I'm bleeding pretty good on the back of my head. Yeah, I think so. You can't see, I'm looking in the camera. Boy, he cut me up underneath my hairline. No, I didn't hook myself, guys. I had a big stick over here. I was raising up to get out of the way, and a chunk of it broke off, come down and stabbed me in the back of the head. Probably hit me in the spinal column, who knows. I'm still fishing, I'm not quitting. When you're out here by yourself, guys, be careful. That could have knocked me out. I could have fell in the water and drowned. Down to 1 green sunfish, which I have out now on, I'm going to adjust this just a little bit. Right there, on Old Faithful, the Eagle Claw. Get this stick out of the way before I kill myself. I hate fishing on these rocks. I'm about as coordinated as they come anymore. But I got a sunny out here, over here, close to the bank right here. Probably 30 feet out right by that point. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Anyways, I got one out there. I'm gonna get the rest of these out. These dragon weights are working good. What these do, guys, in the water, let me unhook this. I'm gonna show you. I got bait out, we're good. Alright. In the water, I use these trolling, dragging along, okay? This is a Dirty South 3-ounce dragging weight. Now I hope I don't lose any because I've only got 5. What this does, it rides in the water like this, and this part here drags along the bottom, and it hops up and over structure. Okay, and you tend to get hung up less. Well, you have a pretty good long leader with a float at the end, and as this is dragging along, this float stays up. Okay, well, what I've been doing here lately, out at the lake and in rivers, because I've been anchor fishing with them. It's nasty out here. There's stuff built up all through here because it comes around, it wraps around right here. As you can see the trees up there. It's nasty and it's rocky down there. And a feller tends to get hung up quite often. So, anyways, I've been anchor fishing with them, not getting hung up as much. Watch me lose all three of them, because I've got 3 hooks, 3 weights, 3 floats, and I had 3 panfish. One's out there with his tail end ripped off, swimming around. Some flatty will eat him, big nice green sunny, or green sunfish, and I'm bleeding. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying out some new stuff, and we're gonna go from there. Alright guys, here's what I did. Yellow pole has a big green sunny on it. He's lively as lively can be. Middle pole has a smaller skipjack head on it. It could catch anything. The third pole on the outside, I cut that bluegill up, and smaller bluegill, ain't much left of him. But I could cut his tail off and get me a bite-sized chunk. And watching my poles. Anyways, that's what I'm doing here. I'm only gonna fish a couple hours. I've got to work tomorrow, so we're gonna run with it. I fished down here last time, didn't catch anything, but the fish were still spawning. I don't know what they're doing here. I know this water's probably cooler than the big river and probably cooler than the lake because it's spring fed. They may not spawn till late summer. They may be on the spawn now on the beds, but they don't all spawn at the same time, so you can still catch them. I've proven that everywhere I've been. It's a grind, but you can do it. So that's what I got going on for bait, and if something happens, I'll hit you up. Look here guys, there's a log right there. Look at the very end of it sticking down in the water. Your flatheads and stuff will come up and cruise along them at night. Probably later on tonight they will. There's logs there, there's an old tree uprooted right there. I'd be willing to say there's a big flathead stuck up underneath there somewhere. Right up here, there's a little feeder creek it dumps in. Right in here. You guys have seen me catch some Mondo blues here, but I catch them in the high water. I'm waiting for a bait clicker to go off. Should go off anytime. Guys, this is more of a tutorial out of a request from a subscriber about tips and tactics for fishing channel cats, because he says he'd been having trouble here lately, but in years past it wore him out. Forgive me, but I can't remember his name, but brother, you know who you are. You're not slipping. Fishing just gets tough from time to time. You haven't lost your edge, so whatever was working before, think outside the box, maybe change it up a little. Change your bait up a little. You guys have seen the gear I use. I'm using a little bigger hooks, but there's bigger fish in here, and I about screwed up on my big flathead at the lake using a 5/0 hook. Y'all seen it, straightened him out, and I about lost him. I got really lucky. But dang, didn't he look good. So, anyways, make sure this adjusted where it needs to be. Anyways, guys, yes, I smoke. It's a bad habit. You guys see me in the raw, the real form. I'm not changing things up for camera or whatever. If you're offended, don't watch my channel. You know, I'm sorry, but I am who I am, and that's the way I'm going to be. I'm here to put fish on film, or at least try to, or maybe help somebody out and get them a fish, whether they YouTube or not. So, guys, this is how I do it. I'm changing things up with the dragging weights. We're going to see if it works. Works at the lake. It's hard to work here. Just depends on if they're in here. Personally, I think the water's a little cooler, and they might still be on the beds here. People think I'm crazy, but I caught fish out of the lake the other night in 84-degree water. Had rub marks all over them. Some did, some didn't. So that tells me something keeps messing with my middle rod. It's got that skipjack head on it, probably a turtle. Think outside the box, guys. Don't be afraid to change things up. And you don't know if you don't throw, you don't know if you don't go. If you want it, you got to go get it. So I'll get back to you if I get a fish, or when I am done here and gonna head to the house. See you in a bit. No bites. That last video, half my head was cut off. I don't care. We're gonna post it anyways. That's fishing. That's videotaping. we'll give them a half hour or so, guys. If they don't do nothing, we're gonna go to the house. Like I say, this is a tutorial, not really a fish catching video. I don't have time tonight to really sit down and get after it, but I promised a subscriber I'd try to get this video on some tips or whatever you want to call it, tutorial. So that's what I'm doing. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, hey, listen. Got a nasty storm out here pop up. I heard the thunder and lightning. I'm not going to get caught up in it, especially with all these nasty trees and stuff you can see here. Root wads and everything's eat out of them. I'm not going to get hurt. Like I say, this was just a tutorial. Little small piece that I fish. Wanted to show you guys. I'll fish this for channel cats all day long. I just haven't had no bites today. Of course, it's the dog days of summer. So, it's not easy, but stay after it. Don't give up. I'm sure wherever you fish and you've caught channel cats there before, they're still there. It's just, it happens. I get skunked quite often, but I catch fish quite often. So, that's fishing. But hopefully you can take what I've showed you here and learn from it and be successful. So guys, whatever it is you're after, whether it's saltwater, freshwater, shark, bluegill, it don't matter. Whatever floats your boat and blows your hair back, I hope you get it. You know what I'm saying? So guys, I love you. Be safe. If you want it, you got to go get it. Nobody's going to give it to you. It's the only way you're going to get it is go get it. So be safe. I love you. Till the next video, I'm out of here.